Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining the virtual Meet the Grad event for Electrical and Computer Engineering and Computer Science and Information Technology. My name is Wendy Mackey, and I'm the Director of Alumni Relations at Mohawk College, and it is my pleasure to be your host and to guide you through the different sessions taking place today. Meet the Grad is a long-standing event at Mohawk that has provided a great opportunity for students to build connections with graduates working in their field of study and to learn about current sector trends. As you can see, we are doing things a little bit differently this year. While we're not able to meet in person, we hope you enjoy hearing from and networking with the Mohawk alumni and industry professionals here with us today. We have a great lineup of panel discussions and employer exhibitor booths that are designed to help support you in planning for life after Mohawk. This year's Meet the Grad event is hosted in partnership with Alumni Relations, Student and Graduate Employment, Co-op, and Mohawk faculty. Before we begin, even though you are joining us from home, we are virtually gathered at Mohawk College, and it's important for us to remember and to acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations, with lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and is currently home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island. We will begin today's event with remarks from our keynote speaker, followed by two alumni and industry panels focused on different areas of electrical and computer engineering and computer sciences and information technology. These panels will begin at 4:45 and will feature alumni from Computer Systems Technician and Technology, Electrical Engineering Technician and Technology, and Computer Engineering Technology. After the panel discussions at 5:30, you will have an opportunity to visit employer exhibitor booths. You will find both the panels and the employer exhibitor booth along the top menu and on the right-hand side of your screen. Once you select your choice, it will bring you to a new page where that event will take place. We encourage you to ask our alumni questions using the chat box feature. At any point during the event, if you have questions or difficulty navigating the virtual event platform, we have staff on hand to support you. Simply email alumni@mohawkcollege.ca anytime throughout the event for assistance. To begin this afternoon's virtual event, it is now my pleasure to introduce our alumni keynote speaker, Ryan Baratello. Ryan Baratello is a graduate of Mohawk College's Enterprise Business Program and Computer Systems Technology Web Applications Program. During his last semester, he founded LinkSmart. The vivacious startup began as a web design company, but later pivoted to building custom applications for nationally recognized organizations. Shortly after, Ryan would co-found Notero, originally branded as a Soap Vault, a software as a service product to manage massage, chiropractic, and physiotherapy clinics around the world. Today, Ryan focuses on bolstering Notero's success while seeking new and exciting SaaS business opportunities. We are also proud to have Ryan as one of our Mohawk College Alumni of Distinction Award recipients. Ryan, we are thrilled to have you join us today to share your career journey with our students. Without further ado, I pass the microphone over to you.
Thank you, Wendy, and thank you for inviting me to to be here today to speak. Yeah, I'll tell you, in a few minutes here, my career journey and how it went and some of the decisions I made and why. That started at Mohawk. I started in the e-business program because I knew I wanted to start a business. I had no idea what that business would be, but I thought that was a good starting point, and it definitely was. By the end of that program, I knew I wanted to get into like technology or like basically software development. So I took the web application program back to back. And in my last semester of web development at Mohawk, I started LinkSmart. So I started like finding the odd clients to essentially build websites. My actual like dream was actually to build a software company, but I realized very quickly that I knew nothing about building like sustainable and like scalable software. So this was back in like 2006. Web design was, a thriving business to start, and so I did that. We built up a team. We got up to probably around 9 or 10 staff and a few hundred clients that we would build websites for. but at the same time, I started getting like less interested in building websites in general. So um, it became very obvious to me as solutions like Squarespace and other like highly competitive products started coming out that like website design really wasn't in my future, and it wouldn't allow me to achieve what I was hoping to. And so like I had to make a really difficult decision, but in the end, I'm glad I did that, which was to like just stop taking on website projects altogether. So there was a point basically where LinkSmart stopped accepting website projects, even though they were providing good bread and butter, to just focus and rebrand the company as a business app company, we were calling it at the time. So we would only build software solutions to run like internal processes for our clients using web technology. Around that same time, I also founded or co-founded, sorry, a company called Soap Vault, which later, well, last year rebranded to Notero. But basically, Soap Vault is a software as a service product that I co-founded with my partner, who's a longtime massage therapist and very knowledgeable in like that world. But there was a big hole in the market in terms of how treatment documentation was being recorded. Back then, it was still primarily on paper. And so we decided we would like start this company, this software as a service company, which is actually what excites me. Which that's now we're talking about an actual software product rather than just building projects for clients. And so again, another difficult decision to like start another company while I was still trying to like build up and build a larger, more successful like business app company. But we started that. It kind of sat on the side for many years, and slowly we got a few more clinics adding to the subscription revenue. But at the same time, LinkSmart focusing on just building these business apps, and it forced us to like specialize, and it forced us to build better products. That if we were if we spread out our efforts over a wide horizontal list of product offerings like website design and marketing and search engine optimization and software development, we never would really be a really good software development company. So in doing that, we ended up gaining some, like I said, some nationally recognized clients like Bacardi, Rum, or Bell Canada are two of our bigger clients that we gained during that time, and built like internal applications to run parts of their companies. And then eventually, what would happen is that Soap Vault eventually started just gaining more and more clinics and essentially customers that I was looking over here at LinkSmart, building LinkSmart, but now it's like, okay, there's actually a fair number of clinics and subscribers on the Soap Vault side that it's actually just more interesting for me to build a product rather than continue to just build projects for clients. And so there's no like, unless somebody's gonna dump a whole bunch of cash to find an investor to give a whole bunch of money to like build this company on the side, it's very difficult to start a software as a service company and build out all that infrastructure over a short period of time. So that ended up happening very slowly, but eventually allowed us to make that leap. And so now that's where my focus is. It's on something that really excites me. It's on a product that is used around the world. So Canada, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand. We have clinics there, and we're just always improving and using best practices to do that. Yeah, and that's kind of my 5 minutes of my story so far, and we'll see where it goes.
Thanks so much, Ryan. It's wonderful to hear how Mohawk has helped to launch your career and what actions you found helpful to take after graduation. I know there's so much more ahead for you as time moves on. We appreciate your time this afternoon and look forward to keeping connected with you. And before we head off, I would like to extend a big thank you to our guest speakers and the organizers of Meet the Grad. This event would not be possible without your support. And I also would like to, again, thank all the student and recent graduates for joining us today. We hope you enjoy your sessions and connecting with our Mohawk graduates. Thank you so much and have a great afternoon.